Oh, heck no. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. The coldest shirt on the market right now. Jesus is Lord. Go ahead and get that and rep that. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you're still subscribed to my channel. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, there's no way that Hunter Biden should be able to recover from this, and you can't tell me anything differently. And I'm not into the council culture and all this other stuff, but how in the world do you get caught? I'm telling you, man. How in the world do you get caught allegedly on an email saying the N-word? With all that has been going on in our country, with all of the shenanigans around Donald Trump and racism and all of this stuff that they've been saying day in and day out about conversations that I had and the racist white people, Joe Biden's son, this guy, pointing in the right direction, this guy is caught in his infamous messages and leaked documents from his laptop. It got caught using the N-word. There's no way that this should be lived down. No way. No way. He should be getting drugged in the media every 5 minutes forever. Because if this was Donald Trump's son, we wouldn't hear the end of it. White supremacy, all that, you'll hear it all. He is not only using the N-word, listen to how he's using it. And shout out to Marmy for writing this article. Listen to how he's using it. So obviously on his laptop, and this is definitely destroying his reputation, rightfully so, that he got numerous places where he've used the N-word. And then you could just, for one example, it says one picture stored on his laptop in a meme of his father, Joe, hugging the Barack Obama, asked was he able to call Barack Obama the N-word. So that now he's alluding to calling Barack Obama the N-word. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we got the receipts. We got the C-seats. Don't worry about none of that. We got the receipts. And in this message, and it's kind of hard to see it, but I'm going to put the article in the description section so you'll see it. But he has a conversation with his lawyer, and his lawyer is asking him questions, and he's going back and forth, and this is how he uses the N-word. Now, as a rapper, this is totally fine, but I'll save that for another video. So he said, how much money do I owe you? Is what he says here. He says, because N-word with a A, not the hard R, but the A, like he a gangster or something, because N-word, you better not be charging me Hennessy prices, Hennessy rates. And you know the racial stereotypes of black people in Hennessy. And your boy Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, is in here cutting up. Just in here cutting up. Then he goes down and I guess he sends him an inappropriate picture, which if you read the article, he sent him a naked picture where he's sexting some other person that's supposed to be Georgia. I don't know if that young lady, I'm assuming it's a lady, is consenting to this or not, but he's definitely doing it. Go on, so on and so forth. You can find almost any spot on this thing where he's just going further and further into debt, into social devastating debt by using the N-word. I'm gonna give you another example because this is another one. So he comes up with this idea. He said his lawyer is saying there are ideas of unconditional love that serve as proxies. So he's talking about God. He's talking about unconditional love, and this crazy lunatic racist God-hating fool in Hunter Biden responds, "Oh my God, N-word! Did you just a fictional, I guess did you just use, but it's typed wrong. Did you just a fictional character from an imagination of the collective frightened, and my dead brother, unconditional love is what I should rely on. My kids aren't children, George." And so then he talks about his genitalia or whatever. However, the problem with this is that the guy is not only using the N-word like it's going out of style or like he, does music with Kanye West. He's also alluding to God as being a fictional person, a fictional character, anti-God rhetoric. But his daddy is a devout Catholic, and they Catholics, and they're good people. But he's saying stuff like this, calling God a fictional person and using the N-word like it's going out of style. And thanks, Marvin, for writing that. Y'all go in here and you can look at the rest of it on the Tatum Report. But let's talk about this for a minute. I don't understand how this is okay. And this is the only thing on his laptop. Unfortunately, saying the N-word should draw enough attention to the rest of the stuff that's on his laptop that's horrific. It appears in some pictures that I have seen, and you can't even say he photoshopped his face. He got what appear to be young women in his videos. Young women doing grown stuff in his videos. Grown people doing grown stuff in his videos that's disgusting. And he's taping it and recording it and screenshotting it and talking about this and nasty this and using the N-word. And this would never happen if this was Trump's son. It would never happen. People would be right now, the FBI be investigating and FOIA requesting and subpoenaing laptops and computers from Trump Hotel from 55 years ago. I mean, it'd just be a never-ending cycle. But this is disgusting to me. This is the same son that when his brother died, that he went off and slept with his brother's wife. Like, how is this man in the Oval Office? How are people voting? You said Trump was a bad person. Look, Trump's children are all doing incredibly well. All of them are doing incredibly well. All of them are clean people, doing the right thing, successful. You look at them, they look healthy and happy. But Joe Biden's son, and his son that lost his life, I don't believe that was his fault. He had, I think, brain cancer. But his other son is with prostitutes in foreign countries doing dirty deals with Ukraine, getting paid with an energy company. He has zero experience with energy, but getting paid, I don't know, $40-some thousand a month. Out there with prostitutes and everything, doing crack. He got pictures of him smoking crack out of a pipe. But Donald Trump is a bad example. Joe Biden ain't a bad example. And his son smoking crack, acting a fool, ended up sleeping with his dead son's wife. I don't get it, man. We live in such a backwards country. This should be the biggest headline on the news. When you put Hunter Biden in, that should be the first thing that pop up. Let me put it in the computer. First thing that pop up should be him in these text messages. You're doggone right it is, and it better be. First thing that pop up should be these text messages. Using the N-word. Repeatedly calling his white lawyer the N-word. You know Fox got it covered. You know they got it covered. This should be the destruction of Hunter Biden. He should be never allowed. Where the black people at? Where the black people at that's crying racism and white supremacy? You should be asking Joe Biden to step down because his son is a racist. Making jokes about Hennessy. Joe Biden should step down as the president, as y'all wanted Donald Trump to do, because he's racist. Because Hunter Biden to me, is evidence of clear racism and being a racially insensitive, racism, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. And that's the president's son. His son is doing this. I could talk about this all day. I can beat a dead horse to the turning to powdered dust. But y'all got to understand the double standard here, and that's why I made this video. There is a clear double standard on the way that things are being done if you're a Republican versus you're a Democrat. There is no politician, I believe, that should serve anywhere if your children are dead out of whack. You are a reflection of your children. I don't walk around smoking crack. You know why? Because my dad raised me right. And if you raise your children right, 9 times out of 10, especially if you're a politician your whole life, 9 times out of 10, your children should not come out smoking crack and doing dirty deals overseas, which we all know that he was paying Joe Biden. I mean, at least allegedly, he was giving Joe Biden 10% of the money he was making overseas while Joe Biden was the vice president of the United States of America. But they're not going to investigate that. I guess it's going to go in the trash with Hillary Clinton's emails. But anyway, man, what do you think about this? Am I over-exaggerating? Or is him using the N-word a significant thing? That it should be addressed. That it should be trending. This is unprecedented. This is one of the clearest signs of racism and prejudice against black people that I've ever seen come out of a public document or a private document. Anyway, y'all go to TatumReport.com. Make sure you subscribe on there. Make sure you get the push notifications on there. And make sure you donate if you have the means to do so, because we really got to keep our writers going. And B. Tatum ain't making no money. I'm just being honest. I'm making $0. I'm doing it for the people. I'm doing it for writers to have opportunities. I'm doing it for people to be employed. And we are literally raising money and supporting it just to break even. I'm being honest. And so whatever you can give, whatever you support the Tatum Report with, if it's $1, it will help. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm only keeping it afloat, and because I want the people to have an opportunity. That's it. I don't make no money. Hopefully one day I will, but I don't make no money off of it. We definitely ain't making no money off of it. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, watching the video. Y'all share the video. See my next video. Y'all know what to do. See you on the next one. I'm out.